Here in West Bloomfield Township, just off of Drake Road, a chance to engage in one of the oldest sports in the world and one of the most technical sports also in archery. Detroit Archers is located off of Drake Road, just between Maple and Walnut Lake Road, and has been for a number of years, giving archers across the Metro Detroit area a place to go to enjoy one of their favorite sports and a little camaraderie with the community as well. Joining us to tell us more about this local staple that's been in West Bloomfield for a number of years is Kevin Marshall, the secretary at Detroit Archers. Kevin, thank you for being with us.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Yeah, glad to have you on to talk to us about Detroit Archers because this is the oldest archery club, one of the oldest archery clubs in the state, founded in 1924. It is Michigan's oldest archery club, and it's got a great experience to it too because it's nestled in the woods here in our community, but it's easy to access as well. So for you as a member of this club and someone that's been engaged with Detroit Archers, what should the public know about Detroit Archers?
Well, we've been in the community since the 1960s when we first bought our first chunk of the parcel. We have 32 acres. We have an indoor range that is usually used for open shooting, and then our indoor shooting for the club members. And its open shooting is usually on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday afternoons from 1 to 5. It's a kind of drop-in open shooting where you can rent equipment and comes with the shooting fees to shoot for an afternoon and get some a little bit of lessons and see how to enjoy it. And then we have a number of outdoor events that occur throughout the summer of both target and 3D shooting, which is foam animals placed throughout the woods to kind of test your skills.
And I've been inside the facility before, Kevin, so I'm familiar particularly with the indoor facility. And what's great about it is that the archery stations are set up in a way that you can have people performing at a number of different distances and a number of different skill levels. And so what does that bring to the experience of Detroit Archers? Because it's not just a club for an experienced archer that does this regularly, perhaps is someone that will go out and hunt using a bow and an arrow. It's for anyone that's interested in it.
Yeah, it's a wonderful sport that's kind of there was a book, Zen in the Art of Archery, years ago. And it's a sport that you don't have to be the biggest, strongest, and fastest to do. It's you're competing mostly against yourself, and it's all about focus and learning to control your body and doing the same thing repetitively to do this. And we set up targets ranging from 5 yards for our 5-year-olds indoors to typically 20 yards is our standard open shooting distance for indoor shooting. And you move the targets back and forward and back further as you get better and get more practice in. And it's something that we have people ages from 5 to 95 that come and shoot here with us. So it's something you can do at any stage in life.
Yeah, at one point I was a camp counselor while I was in college at the JCC's day camps, and many times was a counselor in their sports camps for a week, going out to Detroit Archers, and it's a great experience out there for the kids as well, and for everyone across the board. Kevin, what do you believe sets Detroit Archers apart from other similar clubs in Michigan that's allowed it to sustain itself, as we said earlier on, as Michigan's oldest and oldest active archery club?
Well, I think a big benefit to us is our location. We're not way out in the country. We're nestled in a suburban area, and we offer nice, good rates. For an adult with equipment to come shoot for 4 hours is $15. So and for children under the age of 18, it's $10, including equipment. So it's something that you can come out and try and do, and then if you really want to get into it, you can become a member, and then you get some perks with being a member and getting to shoot for free and stuff like that. And it's an enjoyable place to be. I think we've been around a long time because we cater to both the serious archers and the novice beginners who just want to try it out.
And let's dive into that a little bit more because for the experienced archer that has their own equipment, that is clearly passionate about archery and perhaps has been engaged in this activity, it's been a hobby of theirs for a long time. Now, what about the Detroit Archers experience makes that an excellent time and an excellent place for them to go?
Well, we have a number of ranges for outdoor shooting. We have a what's called a FIDA, and don't ask me to tell you what FIDA stands for. It's something. I think the last word is archery, but it's Olympic recurve shooting or Olympic shooting on our outdoor range where you can practice for that. And then we have our standard range, which has targets from 20 yards to 60 yards in 5 yard increments for practice for that. And then we have the 3D course set up around through the woods, which gives you the ability judge your distances and learn how to shoot in a variety of both elevated and ground positions at different animals, the different targets on the property, and it gives you a wide variety of experience doing what you like to do, and you can kind of pick your passion.
And then, Kevin, for those on the other side of that spectrum who are either completely new to archery or novice archers, just interested in exploring, what about this club makes it an enjoyable experience as an introduction to archery?
Well, I think it's our method of operating open shooting, where we have volunteers from the club members that run open shooting and give you hands-on kind of guidance. Not necessarily, we're not going to say it's necessarily lessons at open shooting, but they get you where you're at least hitting the target face and teaching you some of the basics and how to be safe. And then we have other programs. We have a Junior Olympic Archery Development or JOAD program that runs both fall or winter and summer. That is run by a man by Nick DeCreasy, who's a level 4 USA archery coach, and that's for people who really want to start to and hone in their, and it has adult achievement also as well, and really start to hone their craft in that. And then in the winter, we have starting in November, the first Saturday in November, we have a drop-in program, Saturday Archers in the morning, which is more focused lessons for any people of all ages with your own equipment or with rental equipment to come in and get hands-on lessons on a Saturday morning.
You can find more information on DetroitArchers.com or visit them on their Facebook page, facebook.com/DetroitArchers. INC for more information and to find out about fun events and opportunities for you to join them, including on the weekends from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. For their open shooting periods as well. Kevin Marshall is with us from Detroit Archers on today's edition of the Splash Live, the oldest archery club in the state of Michigan, nestled in the suburban area of West Bloomfield, right here as it has been since the 1960s. Can you tell us, Kevin, just with a couple minutes left, some of your favorite memories or memorable moments you've experienced as you've been a member of this club?
Well, one of the things that's really nice about being on the club is the wildlife on our property. Of course, we're not allowed to hunt anything that's living on our property, but the wildlife, we have turkeys and deer and the animals that roam around, and they really take advantage of this location to hang out. And you have to be careful a little bit with the deer because they're oblivious to the fact that you're have pointy sticks and you're shooting them through the air, and you have to kind of shoo them away from the targets at times because they just don't care. But that's some of the best experiences I've had, just being with the people and practicing my archery and being out with nature.
More information on DetroitArchers.com or Facebook at Detroit Archers INC. We're joined by Kevin Marshall, Secretary of Detroit Archers, on today's edition of the Splash Live. Kevin, before we let you go, anything else that people should know about this unique club that's right here in West Bloomfield and other ways that they may be able to engage in archery in our local community?
Well, for those people that are maybe a little more seasoned in archery, we have a league that starts this Wednesday outdoors, a 3D league. It's open to the public. $15 to shoot 20 targets every week, and it runs from April 24th through August 14th every Wednesday. And then we have once a month, we have a 3D shoot outdoors on a weekend that they can come participate in. And then there's always open shooting for targets. And then most of our target leagues and those opportunities occur in the winter.
And all that can be found again on DetroitArchers.com. Kevin, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.